Good morning, student. My name is Loknath Vishwas. I am a science teacher. I hope all are well and you are doing the great. Today we are going to discuss about the class 10 one chemistry topic. The chemistry second chapter name is the acid, base and salt. In this chapter, in the short topic name, what do all acid and all base have in common? When you take the acid and base, so you already know our physical properties. I recount to you all the acid, their shower test, and in the blue litmus paper, when the blue litmus paper, all acid show the red color, and all base are soapy in nature, and all the base, the red litmus paper, they turn into the blue. It is all are the physical property of acid and base. Now coming to their chemical properties of all acid base. So what are common in the acid and base? Common is that in any acid or any base in aquatic medium with water, there shows positive ion and negative ion. Positive means cation and negative means anion. With example we are described now. First you take the any acid, the HCl. In acid, in aqueous solution, you add the water. In aqueous solution, HCl is a breakdown, and after dissociations, that is form H plus ion in aqueous solution plus Cl minus ion in aqueous solution. This form positive ion H plus. That is called cation. This H plus further reaction with H2O and form H3O plus. That is called hydronium ion. So in the aqueous solution, the H plus exit, otherwise hydronium exists. That is show the conduct electricity or electrolytes. For example, other acid, sulfuric acid, H2SO4. In aqueous solution, there is the same like dissociate and from the H plus ion and SO4 2 minus ion. Why 2 minus? Because the sulfate valence is that 2 H plus. Okay. Same way H plus reaction with the further water and from the H3O plus hydronium ion. Next acid, nitric acid, HNO3. In aqueous solution with water, they form H plus NO3 minus. This H plus further react with the water, they form the hydronium ion. Next acid, acetic acid, CH3COOH. In aqueous solutions, means that with adding the water, they form the CH3COO minus plus H plus. Next carbonic acid, H2 CO3 with help of the water, this is the dissociate and from the H plus and CO3 2 minus. So what are the common in all the acid? You can see the all are acid in aqueous solutions, they form the H plus ion. They form the H plus ion. They form the H plus ion. So when the H plus ion in the aqueous solution, their capacity capable to the conduct electricity is common in the case of the acid. Now in case of the base, if you see in the base, it is in case of the base, suppose example NaOH, sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide when dissolved in water aqueous solution, that one time sodium hydroxide dissociate, break down and form Na plus and OH minus ion. That is called the hydroxide ion. Hydroxide ion. That is called anion. This means that. Same way, KOH in aqueous solutions is a breakdown and form K plus and OH minus ion. Calcium hydroxide CaOH whole 2 is a breakdown and form the Ca2 plus and OH minus. Magnesium hydroxide MgOH whole 2 with the help of water breakdown from the Mg2 plus and OH minus. So you can see the all them is base in the dissolved in the water, they all are from the hydroxide ion. Due to hydroxide ion, all means that water dissolved into the base, they form the alkali. Means the base, when the base dissolved into the water, they form the alkali. All the alkali, this conduct, they are conduct the electricity because the ion. So here you can see all the acid and all base having common. What are common? There is all are produce their ion. In case of the acid, they form cation H plus ion, and in case of the base, they are from the anion, the hydroxide ion. So means that they are conduct electricity. It is a common. It is a first characteristic. Second characteristic is that when all the acid and base dissolve into the water, they produce the heat. Means second characteristic that is the first characteristic. Second is the dissolve of all acid and base are produced heat. That is called exothermic reaction. That is called the exothermic reaction. Reaction is two types according to temperature. Those the reaction is then produce the heat, it is called the exothermic reaction. Those reaction absorb the heat, you feel the cold, that is called endothermic reaction. But here all the acid and base when dissolved in the water, all are, if you touch you feel them is that hot. So sensation of hot, it is called the exothermic reaction. So now we have proved that the one activity we have proved that, further prove that to show now we have proved that to the activity to show to show that all the compound containing hydrogen are not acid. One activity in the NCERT books. For the activity, several apparatus needed. First, you took the one beaker. It is a beaker. It is our beaker, and you fixed one cork, rubber cork, the bottom, and the cork you make the hole, and through the hole you insert the nail. Both the nail act as an electrode, and this the beaker you fill with the dilute acid. Any acid, suppose the HCl acid here, and there one electrode joined with the battery. This is the battery. Other side, there is the attached with the bulb, and make the one switch. Then after you attach. So battery has a two push terminal. One the positive terminal, one negative terminal. The battery positive terminal attached with the electrode, that is called the anode. Battery negative terminal is attached with electrode. This electrode is called the cathode. Now ready for experiment. Now switch on. The switch on. And here is the 6-volt battery. What happens when the switch on? It is from the closed circuit, open circuit to transfer the closed circuit. That time the electric current is a flow start. Here is the electrolyte. We have to do the HCl. So that time HCl is the breakdown and form H plus and Cl minus ion. Due to H plus ion, this is the conduct electricity, and that one time bulb is the glue. Why? Because in this acid the present the H positive ion, this is called cation. They conduct electricity, and bulb is the glue. Now next time, with the instead of the acid, if you take as a inside the hydrogen compound glucose, formula C6H12O6, or the ethyl alcohol, ethanol, formula C2H5OH. You can see both are hydrogen compound. Now we have proved that this compound also hydrogens. Our acid also means hydrogens. They are conduct electricity or not. If they not conduct electricity, bulb does not glow. Now switch on now. At that time, this glucose, when is the port as electrolyte, Bulb does not glow. Bulb not glow. Now question is why not glow bulb? This is that hydrogen compound. Answer is that in glucose and ethanol, the both are bond form. What bond? Covalent bond. What is two types? Electrolytic bond and covalent bond. Electrolytic bond form metal with non-metal. But here the bond form carbon, hydrogen, oxygens. All are non-metal. That is called covalent bond. That is called the covalent bond. A covalent bond is a so much strong. They cannot break down. When it not break down, hydrogens cannot dissociate. When it cannot dissociate, that one time not produce the any hydrogen ion. When the no hydrogen, absence of ion, bulb is a not glow because that is from the open circuit, not closed circuit form. That is sometimes questions come why glucose and hydrogens, they having hydrogens but they have not conduct electricity. Answer is that glucose and ethanol, they have hydrogens, having hydrogens, but there is a covalent bond, the strong bond. In the dissolve in the water, dissolve into the water liquid, dissolve into the water and liquid. They cannot dissociate hydrogen ion. That's why they cannot conduct electricity. It is a chapter. Okay. So this is the thank you. Hello.